Well, the next question is about resistance, and I'm curious, did you have a lot of resistance with sharing or being
The
so
beginning.
open? Yeah, in the beginning, and how did
In the
you
beginning. Yeah.
go through that?
In the beginning, it was hard because then you share and then there's always trolls who like ridicule you, you know? Like for
Right.
instance, I first started sharing my weight loss story. I lost 40 pounds. You know, I've kept it off for 13 years, but the initial weight loss took me like a year. And I still remember when I go on Facebook, I'm vulnerable, I'm sharing my story. I may have cried. Some troll hops on, like, took you a year to lose 40 pounds? That's so long. And I'm like, really? And that's when I got my first taste of what internet trolls are. So I had never really been exposed to that. I mean, like I got bullied as a kid. I was overweight. I had acne. Like I had really mean things said to me. So I was used to that, like in person. But now internet is a whole different ballgame because I almost think people are more mean because you can't see them. You know what I mean? They're hiding behind the screen. So that was hard. Now I'm just like, I send love to these people and laugh at them. But at first it used to make me like have a breakdown because I'm like, I'm not going to go on and share my story if people are going to talk crap about, you know what I mean? But yeah, you build, once again, that word resilience over time. And I realized for people to connect with me, they can't just know the Angelica now. They have to know who I was before, the struggles I had when I was overweight or had acne or started my business, whether it's a business coaching client or a weight loss client. They need to know that I too struggled starting my business. I too was overweight. You know what I mean? So they have to see all sides of me. I don't ever want to appear perfect because sometimes when you go to my Instagram, you do just see the current. It's like, oh, she has it easy. She lives this life in Maui. Like, woo, lucky her. It's like, no, that's not how it goes. Read the story. Read between the lines. You know?
Yeah, so I too constantly feel as if I'm somewhat reminding, well, maybe not reminding because maybe they're hearing it for the first time, but I feel like I'm reminding people or I'm repetitive or repeating myself because I do want them to know that part of my story. Or like
Right.
I went through bankruptcy, for example, and then having a really successful, this is my third company. So it's
It's
like
amazing.
having,
Yes, you have a huge story to share, and people need to see that, or else they just look at you and be like, "Oh, Allison has it easy," right?
yeah, yeah, it must be so nice. It must be so easy for,
Right.
I
So
mean,
easy.
or I've had people tell me that.
Oh yeah.
Like it's
People
just
say
so
that all the
easy
time.
for you.
So easy. Oh, it's so easy for you. And I'm like, not easy for me. This is hard work. Oh, you're so lucky you live in Maui. I'm like, no, I manifested this. I worked hard for this. I didn't just plop down in Maui. Like, it's not how it works.
Yeah, yeah, we're in a about 3,200 square feet right now. My first apartment was 900 and something, and then the last one was 1,250. And this is our first time to live in a house. But if people, I mean, my daughter and I, when we moved in with my fiance, who's now my husband, but when people come to my house now, they're like, "Oh my God, so
Right.
big!"
They don't know
It's
where you were before. Yeah.
yeah, and well, this leads me to the next question. We kind of already touched on it a little bit of how do you handle negativity? Little, I
That's
guess,
a good question.
personally, or
Yeah.
this could be
Uh,
online.
I go at them. No, I'm just kidding. I used to reply back
The
to
real
every,
New York
the
style,
real New
right?
Yorker comes out. The
Tell
New
them.
Yorker
I love it.
comes out. No, the New Yorker does come out. It depends on the comment. So if I really feel a comment is, how do I say? For instance, like let's say someone like kind of what we talked about. Oh, what do you know? All I see is like big boobs and skinny waist, this and that. I will reply. Like, actually, I used to be 40 pounds overweight, struggle with depression. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. I will reply. But if they're just like really kind of petty, trolly comments, I just report and delete. Report, delete, report. Oh, sorry, report, block. Because
Mhm.
what I don't want to expend any more energy on these people. Sometimes if they're like really negative comments and maybe like for instance I talked about Ozempic, which is I'm sure everyone knows what Ozempic
Mhm.
is, a weight loss injection, which I'm
I
against because I
personally
believe
know what it is. Yeah.
okay, so it's a weight loss injection, which is
Mhm.
against everything I teach because I teach real sustainable holistic healthy weight loss in a natural way. So I'm very against it. So when I would write posts against drugs like that, I get a lot of hate. So with that, sometimes I don't delete my posts, but I just may turn off commenting or just things to protect your own energy. If there's ever
Yes.
a day where I feel like overwhelmed with negativity just from internet or whatever, I do live across the street from the ocean. So my thing is dipping in the ocean or going to the beach to ground. So for me, nature is really a cure for so many things. I think it's underutilized by many people. Like, yes, you can journal if you're feeling a lot of negativity, you can meditate, Any of those things have worked. You could do tapping, you could ground, but for me, it's just like getting outside, getting out of my space, getting into nature.